Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blissful Living Podcast. It's Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson, the queen of feeling fabulous, with a phenomenal show for you today. My guest is Saw, and Saw lives in Australia. So we have to thank her for coming to spend time with us today to talk about the topic of self, mental health care, and healing practices, the Buddha way, which are backed by science. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. And first of all, if you like the show, please subscribe to the show, share this show with everyone you love and care about. The more we can get information out as to what the guests bring to the show, the better our society will be, not just in the US, but around the world. So subscribe to the show and share it with everyone you know. Next, I want to thank our sponsors. Blissful Living for You at blissfulliving4u.com. It is a phenomenal place if you're looking to explore the avenues of what Ayurveda can do for you with your wellness, wisdom, and wealth, both in your personal as well as your business life. Don't know your dosha? You may want to go to Blissful Living for You and take the dosha quiz to find out your unique essence according to the principles of Ayurveda. Check them out. They have a lot of wonderful things for you at blissfulliving4u.com. Next sponsor is All Day Cable Incorporated. All Day Cable Inc. is a telecommunications installation company located in Silicon Valley. They install voice, data, fiber optic cabling, all things network distribution for small, medium, and large companies. So if you have a need, and you want a company as not only a premier company, but that has longevity. They've been in business since 1990, and they have a vast amount of referrals with 5-star reviews from their corporate clients. So if you're looking for a phenomenal telecommunications installation company, you want to check out alldaycableinc.com. Okay, lastly, if you haven't found a place to sit and grab something to write with, please do that. Tell your family to give you a few moments or have the family join you and grab your favorite beverage. Today I'm drinking carrot, apple, and some wonderful juices combined together. So let me tell you about my guest. My guest today is Saw Myint, and Saw lives in Australia. And she says she would love to help people around the world to teaching them about self-care when it comes to our mental health, as well as stress relieving practices that are the Buddha way, so to speak, and are backed by scientists. So first of all, I want to welcome Saw to the show. How are you?
Good. Thank you, Doctor. And yeah, thanks for having me here and everyone joining us. I hope what we're gonna say helpful to you a little bit. And yeah. Thanks very much.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from down under in Australia. What part of Australia are you in?
Sydney. It's nice day today, and it's lucky today. I like my book. My hosts are usually from US and around the world, usually at night. But today, lucky, it's 8:35 a.m. in the morning. Sun is shining and everything good.
Oh, yeah. Good. Beautiful. Welcome all the way from Sydney, Australia. What a beautiful place. I've been there. Okay, I want to jump into this conversation because I think it's really important. And I know you can bring and share lots of wisdom with regards to our mental health care and practices that we can utilize the Buddha way, which are backed by science to help us with our mental care. So first of all, I want to say, if someone is struggling with, mental health care, what are some signs and symptoms that those around them might be able to recognize to be able to lead them to holistic practices or things of that nature to help them relieve the mental stress? Can you share with us some of those indicators, please?
Okay, indicator. Okay. I was on a show the other day, and the top, the subject of the show said, invisible medical condition, and mental health is one of those. It's very, wide, and yeah, it's hard to detect. But then, if you're good at reading people, reading their body language and knowing someone, you could. But then I think it's all about ourselves. Like, I mean, we got to face it. I think most of us are a little bit crazy as a human, all right? Otherwise, we won't be able to live as a human. We got to
Right.
have a feeling, right?
Right.
And all these craziness start because we have a feeling, right? And so, it's not, not like when you have an issue, you're not out of the box. We are a little bit crazy as a human
Right.
until we become sane. Okay, it's just
Right.
normal. You are just a little bit over, but because somebody hurt you. But then you got to help yourself. It's hard for other people to see, but firstly you got to
I get
face
what you're
it.
saying. I see what you're first of all, basically she's saying we're all different and we all handle
Yeah.
our stresses differently. Some people you can tell right away, and some people are pretty good at hiding it.
Mm.
But the bottom line is yes, we need a community to help us, but also recognizing and identifying when you're in a stressful state is the best thing that you can do for yourself, and not be afraid to admit it. And so because that happens, Saw, with regards to people being in a stressful state, not wanting to admit it, or not wanting to, or don't think it's as chaotic as it is for them. What are some practice? Can you give us a practice that someone could utilize to just ground that stressful energy?
Okay, just know that whatever you're feeling, that stress will pass because nothing lasts. Okay, there's only two things in life, good and bad. And so is your feeling. You either happy or unhappy. You have a good feeling or bad feeling. There's only two things. Okay, but you just know that good or bad will pass. Okay, and example, I'll give you example. Okay, good feeling. You have good food, good sex, good drugs. Do they ever last? You can see that, right? Like, I
Right.
mean, when you have a good food, you eat it, 2 minutes gone. Good sex, same thing. Good drugs, same thing, right?
Right, right. It's not, they're not a cure. It's not a cure.
Yeah. And that's something you can see as a human. There's a next level, but that's harder, right? And also the bad thing, I start with things outside of you. War, flood, whatever, earthquake, fire, people leave you, people die, everything pass.
Right.
And that we can see. What affecting us is side effect, our attachment, our addiction. But
Right.
because we
Hold on one
know.
second, Saul. I've got to take a commercial break. Hold on, you
Okay.
all. We'll be right back to the Blissful Living Podcast with Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson and Saw in just a few moments. Stay tuned. All righty, welcome back to the Blissful Living Podcast. This is Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson, and I'm talking to Saw, and we're actually talking a little bit about mental health. And so, Saw, I want to kind of move into the whole principle behind being mindful, and then turning that into a mindful meditation practice. Can you start with sharing some information or some wisdom about how someone can be more mindful in their life as they, go about their day?
Okay. It's easy to say than done. We are trying because we're still human. We're not saying it, right?
Right.
Every moment we kind of living in the past or future. We worry about our future. What I have to do today, what I have to done today, all the past. That's where the stress comes from, right? Somebody leave me, somebody did this to me. We not, and we looking at other people. Oh, she achieved this, he achieved that. And have we look at social media. Oh, this happened to that person, but never ourselves, never our mind. So just look at yourself, look at your mind. And people say, just try to be better of yourself from yesterday to today. Don't look at others. Then, you be more mindful, you be more present. But in reality, even present is not there. That's the next thing. But okay, so when you less looking at outside, when you look inside, what's happening to you and your mind, um, that's all about being mindful. But if
Yeah.
it's hard, yeah. What do you want? Yeah,
So basically, what you're saying is to not pay attention to all the stuff external of you.
yes,
It has the stuff that's external of you doesn't really have anything to do with you. What you should be paying attention to is how you feel inside. What's your mind telling you? What's going through, and then look for ways to release that which is bothering you. And I'm thinking you're saying like maybe do a little meditation or
yeah.
something. Is there any other practices that someone can do with regards to just relieving stress in general, not just in the mind, but just stress in general?
But stress is everything in your mind. Other people could hurt you, but as long as it doesn't affect you, it's okay. So first you got to look at yourself, and when you become mindful, it's hard to become mindful. The way to do it without paying too much attention is what I said before. Every moment you living, you only see good and bad thing. Okay, just know that even either good or bad don't last. Knowing that, stop worrying about it. One monk tell me you worry 100%, but only 25% of your worry realized. So
Mm.
knowing that nothing ever lasts, just be calm. Okay, every moment you pass your day, there's only good and bad. Okay, good thing happen, you achieve something. Okay, that's good. I celebrate. That's it. Move on. Bad thing happen. We stay human. We react. If we angry, yell at whatever. Don't hold it. You know, and then, okay, what's next? That's how you become mindful. You don't have to sit down and meditate. I never meditate. I don't like, I'm a little bit educated. Everything I do have to make sense to me. I was
Right.
wondering why I have to sit down and focus on my breathing. Okay, I need a reason. Okay,
Right.
not everyone can sit down meditate. They think that it's Buddhist things. Some people think that. So just while you living yourself, knowing that there's only good or bad happen to you and nothing ever lasts. So if you believe in it, if you see it, realize it, you'll calm down knowing that bad thing happened to you. Okay,
So,
I
okay,
mean,
so I want to ask you this, because I know there are people watching and they're listening and they're saying, yeah, it's not that easy. If it was
yes, not
if
that
it
easy.
was that easy, then we wouldn't have so many people mentally stressed or committing suicide. So, with regards to focusing on whatever the situation is in someone's life, whether it's good or bad, that know that it's just for that moment in time. But sometimes people feel like they go through bad times for an extended amount of time, and I do believe like what you're saying is to keep it positive. I do believe that that helps a lot. But how do you help the people, or what practices that you know of help people that are chronically stuck? Like they can't move past what's happening to them in the current moment. Do you know what I mean? Like it's been happening for
Yes,
so
yes,
long that all the techniques and stuff that they've tried, stuff we're sharing on the show today, it worked for a little bit, but it hasn't worked. How do you help them? Is there anything that you have in your toolbox that can help people to get through those moments in time, to get them over the hump to where they're back to realizing this is just something that's happening to me and this will pass as well?
yeah. Um, everybody different, and so like you know, um, it all come down to you. Some people just can't get over things, but so and it already happening like a cancer. If you stage 3 or 4, it's hard to cure, right? Then what you can do is you're not going to become cancer free, but you can help, like, we can still help those people. But what you yourself have to do, first realize that you having an issue, okay?
Yeah.
And second, talk to people you can trust, okay? That get professional help. Half of those people don't even realize they have an issue. That's the biggest problem, you know. And then telling someone, you have to let it out. You don't be embarrassed. They embarrassed. I also have mental issue before. People and like it's we are human. A lot of the time, it's hard to face the reality, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is. And you know what? We have to take another commercial break, but we'll be right
Okay.
back to the Blissful Living Podcast. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Blissful Living Podcast. It's Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous, having a conversation with Saw with regards to mental health and relieving mental stress so that we can ebb and flow much more gracefully in our lives. So, Saw, I know, like you said, you in our the conversation is, you know, things, this too shall pass. The good is going to pass as well as the bad is going to pass. And sharing that, just keep that focus. Are there any other practices, or is there another practice besides just letting it go and not taking it in and absorbing the energy of whatever is happening in a situation at that moment in time in your life? Is there any other practices that a person can do to say they're feeling great and they want to keep feeling great mentally? Is there any other practices that you can suggest, or another practice that you can suggest for those folks?
Okay. The next step is actually harder. As a human, we're not able to see easily, but I tell you that it's not gonna resonate everyone. But if you believe in this, a lot of worry will go. Okay. This is Buddha way, but I'm saying this because I learned from him. But I'm not like distributing religion or anything. It's just the fact that I'm trying to teach you. Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's also all about belief, right?
Yeah.
We behave according to our belief system, right? Like most of us have children, example, right? And half of them don't listen to us, right? But knowing that they are your children, you put up with them, okay? And same thing, life will throw things at you, good or bad. But knowing that they don't last, and knowing what I'm about to say, you okay. So you just got to believe in something. Okay, this is one method. There's also other method. There's psychiatric other
Okay,
method.
yeah, go ahead and give us this method. Let's hear it. I'm so
Okay.
curious now. I'm so interested.
Okay. Okay. Buddha said, in the whole world, to understand difficult subject, we have to make things simple. Okay. So there's only mind and body in the whole world. Okay, your mind or other people, other things mind, other people mind, or your body or other people body, living or non-living. But there's only mind and body. Okay, and science says mind and body are moving millions of times per second. Even if it moved once, it's already gone. Okay, and there's only two feelings in the world, and what everybody feeling, good or bad. Okay, so you either happy or unhappy, satisfied or unsatisfied. As a human, we feeling that the feelings are right. We know it's just normal to feel that. But whatever you feel have to base on something, right? Otherwise you crazy, right? But what I trying to, and science trying to say is, so because there's only mind and body, your feelings are based on mind and body. But science say every second it moving millions of times. So your feelings are based on things that already move on.
So,
So
so what you're saying is, we have these feelings in our mind and body, and science is saying that it, moves really, really fast. So, technically, each thought, each process, each experience has already passed on, right? And
yeah, yeah.
so, if we think of it in that concept, I think that this moment, as they say, they're saying, this moment too shall pass, because every moment is passing so quickly. But I think because it's moving so quickly that it doesn't seem like it's moving very quick at all. So people, the perception is it's not moving very quickly in your mind body, but you're saying that it does. It moves so fast based on scientific information as well. But because I think it's kind of like the planet, Earth rotating the sun. It's moving really fast to do that, but
Yeah, yeah.
we don't notice it. Or like just how the Earth revolves around itself to create a day. It's going so fast, but we don't. I mean, yeah, we notice day and night, but we don't really have the concept of how fast things are going. So I love that analogy. I think the viewers and listeners can take that and know that, yeah, our moments might seem like they're lasting forever, but in actuality, they're constantly changing, and they're changing at a very rapid pace. It's just we have to catch up to where we're supposed to be in that trajectory of time and space. We have to take one last commercial break, but we will be right back to the Blissful Living Podcast with Saw and Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Blissful Living Podcast. We have been having a wonderful conversation about some of the Buddha principles when it comes to mental health and staying in a place where we're able to recapture whatever it is we're seeking in a more positive way when it comes to our mental health. Now, there's one last question I want to ask you, Saul, with regards to the whole topic of mental health. And the question is, what can those around us, friends, families, work colleagues, people of that nature, what can they do to help us if they notice that we're struggling with the mental health challenge or extreme stress or stress? What is there something that they can do to assist us in recognizing and maybe helping us to get some additional assistance with our mental health?
Yes, yes, yes. There's a lot of people with that issue. We are a little crazy. Craziness we have different degree. So start with people you know, so you can see better, right? Um, you can see from their body language, etc. Then the main thing is, because you're not professional in that, the main thing is be there for them, have an open ear, listen to them. Now these days everybody busy, AI, etc. There's less human interaction. People are not there for each other. Half of us are divorced. Children don't listen to us. What's a real friend? That's where all mental health start. Unless you are like, positive minded, you realistic, but most people are not, right? So if you are a friend or family, if you want to help that person, just be there for them. Have an open-minded, open ear, listen to them. Okay, if they trust you and they talk about it, it solves half of the issue. Letting it out, you know
What if they don't say anything, but they have, they're struggling? Is
yeah.
there an appropriate way to intervene, or to let them know that you're there for them, even though they may have not revealed anything to you?
Yeah, put out with them. They may pick on you. Put out with them and say that you are there for them and that they can trust you. Tell them to let it out. They slowly tell you what's inside of them.
Oh, wow. I love this. It's been a great conversation, Saw, with you. Just, talking about mental health and some of the practices that people aren't familiar with when it comes to managing our mental health and well-being. One of the key things I really like was being able to realize that our thoughts with our mind and body, our motion and our thoughts move at such a very fast pace, that it goes along with what you were saying, that this is past. The good will pass and the bad will pass. It's just a cyclical thing that we go through, and it's passing faster than we even realize, even though it may seem like it's taken a very long time. And then just really being there for people, your family, your friends, and letting them know if they have something they want to talk about or release, or invite them to open up. And if they're not willing to do that, just sit back and let them know you're there for them, and pay attention to subtle signs where they might actually need some additional assistance with their mental health. It's been a great, great conversation. So thank you, Saul, for joining us all the way from Sydney, Australia. Appreciate you. I want to thank our viewers and listeners for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the show and share the show with everyone you know, particularly when it comes to our mental health. There are people struggling right in front of our eyes that we may not even know. Just being available can help them tremendously. I want to thank our sponsors, Blissful Living for You at Blissful Living, the number 4, the letter U.com, as well as All Day Cable Inc. at alldaycableinc.com. And I also want to leave you all with this. There is a book that I think will be tremendously helpful that you can pick up of mine on Amazon, and it's called the 365 Days of Affirmations for a Year of Bliss. It's available on Amazon, and it takes a person on a journey of not only mental health, but self journey of life for 365 days via affirmations and intentions to make those affirmations become a reality. So if you're looking for a nice gift, I suggest go to Amazon and pick up this book. You won't be disappointed. And you never know who you share the book with. Pick up 5 and give them to your girlfriends or your family members, but you never know who you share the book with might help to change their lives when it comes to their mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. All righty, I have said enough. The information with the book will be in the show, but you can also find me, Google me on Amazon, and you will find me. And I'm wishing you all peace to your mind, wellness to your body, and tranquility to your spirit. Until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful, and beautiful day. Take good care and goodbye for now.